angels willing to hold us in their arms. When our worth of stone or ashes, and we both passed on. Let forever mean forever and carry on.
It's starting to look like I'm a fanboy, and maybe a little bit, but I wanted to preface these Ecoflow videos with a quick video. I get a question more often than I think I should, and question/comment, and that's, how come you got everything in the boxes like how you bought it? And because, well, partially I guess I am OCD about it, but I like to take care of my things. A lot of people think that because I have my items stored how I got them, that I never use them, I never do anything with them, and that's just simply not true. But what I do want to say is, when it comes to these type of devices, I will take them out, I will go through and check everything, make sure all the ports work and all that, make sure the batteries are topped off, and then I put them back. And the reason why is, and I've said it a ton of times, these are tools, not toys. Now, if you need something like this in your everyday life, I mean an actual need, not just, hey, looky here at what I got, then that's one thing. But I don't have the typical everyday need that I have to use these devices, and I'm not going to. And the reason why is because there is a limited amount of cycles on these batteries. There's no way to change that. And so the more that I discharge and recharge these and use these items more and more and more, the less time that they have. These items I have to prepare. These are for preparedness. These are not for, hey, looky at what I got. They're not for camping. They're not for, would I take them camping? Absolutely. And hopefully we'll get a chance to go this summer. And absolutely I'll be taking all this camping, no doubt. Glamping, I should probably say. Hell, I'll probably even grab the TV or something and take it. Why not? If you're going to do it, do it. So anyway, but I always put everything back in the boxes for a number of reasons. For one, it's good protection. And for two, if within the warranty period the item would go out, I literally have all the original packing material just how it came to my door. And so if you can provide that, some companies, they absolutely won't warranty a product unless you can provide the original packaging that you got it in. So anyway, I just wanted to preface this video, and I'm going to add this video to each of the Ecoflow videos that I am shooting today. Hello, welcome to the Watchman News. I wanted to talk about Ecoflow's 60-watt foldable portable panel that they sell, and this panel, okay, right now if you look on Amazon, they are wanting $259. I think that's kind of some price playing for Prime Day, is what that is. On their website, they have the same panel sold out, mind you, right now for $139. So I think this is actually a $139 panel. I got this panel free when it was a kind of a pre-Prime Day sale. It was the evening before Prime Day, and so for an Ecoflow River, they had it marked at $299. Well, that's normally on their website $229. However, they had on Amazon a $70 coupon, so that put it right back down at the $229 normal price, right? Well, then if you look closely, there was another promotion that you could take advantage of. And if you, the promotion was if you bought an Ecoflow product, you would get a free 60-watt panel, this panel, for free. However, if you look at the price on Amazon at that time, and it still was as of this morning, it's listed as $259 for this panel, but on their own website, sold out, they have it at $139. So you kind of see they make it look like you're getting a better deal. So did I get a free panel? Yeah, I did get a free panel, but they did kind of make it look a little, funny. However, there's a reason why I went through all of that, because if you were to ask me if I would buy this panel, the answer would be no, I would not. Am I saying that this is a junk panel? No, I am saying that this is a folding portable panel. And this is something that I'm really trying to get across to the prepper-minded people, this preparedness-minded people, because I think there are a lot of folks that are setting themselves up for a failure that they are completely unaware of, and it's because there's a lot of influencers out there pushing these products that don't know better. But I'm going to go over that in this video. If you're one of the people clicking on this video to see whether or not you would want to buy this panel and you need some confirmation, you need that extra push, this probably isn't the video, but you don't want to click off of it because you need to hear what I have to say and see what I have to show you. So this is, again, the 60 watt Ecoflow panel, and this thing, there's a box within a box. Ecoflow loves their boxes within boxes. I think that maybe they might have a deal with their boxes like the Russian dolls. Anyway, Ecoflow solar panel, 60 watt. Pretty, and it is a pretty panel, no doubt about that. So this is how it comes. Well, I thought I had that out of there. And it's got little things on the corners. Let me pop those off. And I'll pull out the panel. So there is the panel. Pretty side up, pretty side up. Here's the panel, and this is actually the case for the panel. Now the case, I will comment on that. I love this case. This is awesome. This is reminiscent. This is the exact same material and pattern and colors and everything. Exact same material that is on the case for my DJI Mavic Mini. And so, yeah, when I saw this and I saw that pattern, that color and stuff, I was like, ooh, that's cool. Exactly the same. I mean, identical is what DJI used. So anyway, it's got, I don't know if this is faux leather or if it's real leather or whatever, but it's leather-ish either way. And nice, soft, comfortable handle. I mean, it's a very well-made case, no doubt about that. Looks like to be water resistant at the very least. Zipper. I don't know about waterproof, but certainly water resistant. So let's open it up. You'll notice a green color right there along the zipper. And oddly enough, when I talk about the river, there is a version of the river that they made that the handle was that green color. And so I'll be talking about that later on. But thought that was interesting that that zipper color just happened to be that other color. So here's the panel itself. Okay, that's closed, of course. Here's the panel itself, the outside of it. And they really, I mean, I can't tell you enough how well quality this is, okay? No doubt. And there is no doubt this is super, super high quality. I mean, that's gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. No way, two ways about it. Gorgeous. However, this is a panel type that I have not seen before. So I can't tell you how this is going to last. I don't know how this is going to stand up to the test of time because I've never had one of these types of panels, one of these that's made like this. So I'm really interested to see how well this holds up. Now, you know, I know a lot about this stuff. I know a lot about solar. I try to keep up on it and all that stuff. But, you know, I really didn't know about this type of cell. And I am going to look into it more because I do want to know more about it. Because it is made quite different than I have seen the other portable panels. So we'll see. Now, how does this thing perform? Well, in all honesty, and it's not sunny today, and you guys see those videos anyway, right? But when I was testing it yesterday, I actually seen the Ecoflow River hit 50 watts. So it's a 60 watt rated panel. I did see, just for a moment, 50 watts. So I know how to do 50 watts. If you sit there and you play with it and get it angled just right, I am confident that it will do 50 watts. That is impressive. You're not going to get that type of performance out of most of the different brands out there for the portable panels. You're just not. Now maybe if they're switching to this style of panel, it might wind up being better. Again, I don't know about the durability, the longevity of this particular type of panel. But in all fairness, for the wattage that it produced versus what they claim, yeah, they definitely have a thumbs up from me on that. 50 watt, like I said, I saw 50 watts, and if you can hit that with a 60 watt folding portable panel, okay, you're doing good. That's a good panel. So I mean, that's the only thing. This is supposedly waterproof. You can have it out in the weather. A lot of the portable panels you can't. So again, that's another feather in the cap for Ecoflow's product, because this one can get wet. This one can be out in the elements more than what some of the other types of panels are. And I'm going to pull those up in a second to show you on the delamination of them. But I won't know on this for a little while, of course, years. I do take care, as you can tell, I take very good care of my equipment. So if it's going to delaminate, it will do it on its own. It won't be from use and abuse, because again, these are tools, not toys. So yes, I take everything out. I make sure everything still properly functions. But that's the long and short of it, right? Now this is kind of cool here. This is your carrying case, but it also acts as a stand. So let me get this foam out of the way. And I'll show you. Really simple. I really like their idea that they had here. This is a handy design. Like I say, very simple, but yet effective. Now, I don't know how it would be wrestling the bigger ones. They've even got a 400 watt panel. It's like $1,200, I think, for their 400 watt panel. That's a little above and beyond, in my opinion. I did look, and it is, it does say that it's 48 volt open circuit. So it's essentially going to be two of your typical 18 watt panels together. They're 400 watt panel. This is not. This is their just a regular 18 watt or 18 volt. I'm saying watt. Sorry, 18 volt panel, 60 watt. I like the case. I think this idea is awesome, and I think it works pretty well. If I wasn't on this table, I could go back further with it. But yeah, you can pretty much angle it where you need to. Real easy to do. Simple idea that they implemented there, and I think it's it's a cool little panel. I really do. Would I pay the $139 for it? No, because for $100 roughly, a little more, I can buy a 100 watt hard panel. So unless you have a very specific need where you absolutely, without a doubt, have to have a portable panel, which I'm going to show you in a moment, there's really not that much of a difference, then, okay. But otherwise, save yourself a lot of money and give yourself a much better, longer lasting product. And again, I can't say nothing about the longevity of these yet. I'll have to find that out. But I can speak to the others, in which we are going to do that after I show you the size differences. So one moment, let me get set up. I'll show you the size differences in panels, and we'll go from there. So I wanted to talk to you and show you a little bit about this whole portability thing that they claim with these portable panels. And what you're looking at there is obviously the Ecoflow 60 watt panel and then a Renogy 100 watt rigid panel. Okay, so I don't even have apples to apples to compare to you. I don't have a 100 watt portable folding panel and I don't have a 60 watt hard panel or a rigid panel. So sorry, it's apples and oranges. But you get the idea there. There's just really not much difference in the size. And I know what people are going to say. Yeah, but that's because it's put up. It's displayed, or however you want to say it. It's not folded up. It's not ready to carry. One moment. Alrighty, we're back. And this is a really poor example of my point because I don't have a 100 watt folding portable panel to show you. I believe that they're a little bit bigger, quite a bit bigger actually in size. So if that were a 100 watt portable folding panel there, it would take up much more space on that 100 watt rigid panel. But I just wanted to show you, there's really not that big, you know. And if it was a 100 watt panel, the folding portable one, you would see not a lot of difference. And the other thing that I want to note is that if you wanted to, you can mount handles on a rigid panel. You can absolutely mount a handle on the side. When it comes to weight, that Ecoflow 60 watt right there in the bag, in the carrying case, is like 9.9 pounds, okay? The 100 watt rigid panel is 14. So you're really not, you know, again, if we were comparing apples to apples, which I don't have the ability to do, you're probably going to be talking about real close to the same weights. So you see where I'm going with this? The whole portability thing is really a myth, you know, other than the fact that, okay, that's got a carrying handle on the bag. But it's really not that much of a difference as far as if you need to transport an item. You know, I had somebody comment on Facebook about, you know, about bugging out with this stuff. Folks, that's fantasy stuff. You're not going to be bugging out with your Ecoflow Delta and your, you know, 2 or 3 or however many 100 watt Ecoflow folding panels. You're not going to be out there rucking with that stuff. That's a fantasy. That is a fantasy. If you don't have, if you have plans to bug out and you don't have plans to be able to carry a load of stuff, give it up. If your plan is putting on your bug out bag and heading for the door, please don't make that your plan. That's not a plan. That is not even a plan. So again, the whole portability thing, you know, you have to treat them with just as much respect with a, you know, because yeah, you can break a rigid panel if you smack it on something. You can also break these portable panels too if you bend them too much, if you smack them on something too hard. So, you know, that's really not any different there either. And then lastly, what I want to do is I want to take you back over the table, down a lot closer to some different style of panels. And I'm going to show you delamination. Again, I don't know that we're going to see the delamination happen in the Ecoflow panel yet. We'll see. Only time will tell on that. But I will show you on 2 other types of panels delamination and what it looks like. Alrighty, this is my 28 watt all powers panel here, and probably the worst cell is probably going to be this one here as far as delamination. That one's got some spots too, but this one's probably the worst cell. So I'm going to bring this one up closer. Let me try to get it down, and you'll see, like right there, for instance, that's delamination. Those spots that you see, like those white spots, the lighter spots, that's delamination, okay? That's where, that is where they are literally coming apart, the layers that they are made out of. Okay, let me grab another panel and I'll show you what delamination looks like on it. And we're back, and just as I suspected, that aircraft you heard flying over was a C-130. There's been a lot of traffic like that here lately. We're about 25 miles or so as the crow flies from Scott Air Force Base. So there has been a lot more activity though, and the type of aircraft has changed. But that's not what we're here for. Okay, so this isn't going to be quite as easy, I don't think, to spot. And I haven't even taken the plastic off of these. You know, that protective layer of plastic? I'm out of frame there. Yeah, I haven't even taken the plastic off of these. And yeah, it's a shame. The one doesn't work. This is the one that does still. Let me find it. It's not quite as easy. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. But it's a darker spot. And I know there's one right, yeah, they're up here. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. Right there, there's a darker spot. There's a darker spot there. A darker spot there. Let me back it down a little bit, I'm sorry. Darker spot there. There's a spot, I thought it was up here. Now it's at an angle I can't see, but hopefully you can see like that darker spot that's there. It's right there. That other one's right there. There's one down here. So that's what they look like when they delaminate. This panel obviously is made a little bit different than the other panel I just showed you. And then lastly, as far as what I have, my folding portable panels, I've showed you that. That's my Rock Piles panel. It's made much like that All Powers panel. So I do expect that it's a matter of time before it starts delaminating. But so far, the Rock Piles hasn't started delaminating. And I'm hoping that this new design that they came up with, like that Ecoflow has made, I really hope that that takes care of the delamination issue. So let me just recap this. Would I buy this? Me? No, I don't have a purpose for it. Not really. I have this 28 watt, and it was funny because the most I could get out of it the other day was like 7 or 8 watts. So yeah, 28 watts, but the most I could get out was like 7 or 8. This actually goes in my bug out bag. So would I buy this? Probably not this one, because this, you know, I'd probably get something a little better than this. But yeah, I would have a small, and I do mean a small, something just big enough that you could recharge a phone. You could add some charge to a little Anker power bank or something like that. You know, something about this, you know, maybe not, you wouldn't quite have to have a 28 watt, but man, if it was much lower than 28 watts, it just better be a real good panel that puts out what it says, you know. So yeah, as far as for a bug out bag, if you've got a small one, find a small one. You know, that's probably the way to go. But don't get nothing that's stated that's 7 watts or 14 watts or something like that. That's not going to be enough, okay? Make sure that you can actually put out, I would tell you that you could actually put out about 10 to 14 watts would be the smallest I would tell you to be able to output, okay? So again, you're probably not going to get that out of a panel that's rated at 14 watts. You're not going to get 14 watts. You'll be lucky to get 4. So, but would I buy it? Only no, because I don't have a specific purpose for this. I'm not a big camper, glamper, whatever. I don't do off-roading. I don't, you know, I'm a homebody. I don't do outdoor stuff. Would it be useful for somebody that does do outdoor stuff? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yeah, be great for that. Is this for the SHTF-minded person that's preparing for a long-term event? Absolutely not. The only reason I say that is because I don't have time on it. I can't put my word behind it without having that time, without having that longevity to know for certain. I can tell you what will happen to these type of panels. I can tell you what will happen to these type of panels, and I can even show you. So have they came up with something revolutionary that takes delamination off the table? Only time will tell that. Only time will tell that. But my advice for you unless you absolutely. It's not about being tactical, folks. It is not about being tactical. It's about having the right tool for the job and having tools that will work. And I can't put my word behind a portable panel at this time because I don't know of one on the market that can last the same length of time as a rigid hard panel. That just doesn't exist. The portability thing is pretty much of a myth, okay? The sizes really aren't that different. The weights really aren't that different. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of look at me, I'm cool, is what it is. And I know that's probably going to offend a lot of people, but that's exactly what it is. It's Gucci preppers. Don't be a Gucci prepper, okay? It's the biggest mistake you could ever make. It's not about looking cool. It's about having the things that will help you survive and thrive. And I think that people going out buying all these portable folding panels up like crazy, I think that they are one day, not so long from now, going to be highly frustrated. Unfortunately, channels like Lead Farmer 73, Pinball Preparedness, Angry American, not Angry American, Angry Prepper, they won't tell you. It doesn't matter how many people they mislead. They don't care. They don't care, and they've made that very, very clear. Folks, I ain't got nothing I'm trying to sell you here. All I'm trying to do is sell you some knowledge, some education, and I'm not even trying to sell, I'm giving it to you for free. So, it's your choice, end of the day. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of tactical fools out there on Balloon Day. That I guarantee you. I hope you have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon. Shalom.